Hello YouTubers, welcome to vlog number 115. Today we've got a lovely day planned of training and doing some stuff. Session wise we get to use the bungee and just yam on it, obviously. And I'm going to meet with the strength coach. We're going to just change the weights program a little bit maybe. Because of the racing coming up, Henley Royal Regatta. So instead of doing some higher volume stuff, I think we might change that over. But we'll see what he thinks of that. He is the expert. And then I think that's about it. So a couple sessions, weight session, meet with him. Alright, let's get down to the club. Nice and safe. And we've made it to the club. Today's weather update. It's very good weather. The wind seems to have dropped. Disappeared in fact. Flat water, good weather, blue skies, sun's out. Oh yeah. And today we also get to update the measurements on the gain train. So let's see if we have improved from last time. Every 2 weeks, see if we can update. Also, if you keep up to date with fat ergos, what is your thoughts on standing in the boat, especially after a celebration? I think you do you. You celebrate how you want to. And thirdly, let's have a look here inside Leander. So we had a little look yesterday morning and look at it now. Those tents have went up real fast, and inside as well. So a little shop starts over here, bar, tent, restaurant over there, desk over there. Oh, it's all getting excited. It's almost Henley Royal Regatta. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get changed. Get ready for the workout.
What I feel, I know it's right. Let us detonate tonight. Let us detonate tonight. Let us detonate tonight. We can shine in a crowd, we never hesitate. Let us rise to the clouds. We've got nothing to lose, I know the time is right. Let us light up the fuse. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know we're perfect, you and I. And I don't, and I don't, and I don't, and I don't giving up without a fight. What I feel, I know it's right. Let us detonate tonight.
we've got breakfast. There was some fantastic yamming on 8. Hopefully you enjoyed that. That was some bungee sessions, so some extra resistance training. Because why not? Max watts. You like that, Frank?
Max watts every day.
Every day. How about you, Vass? What did you think of the session?
Yes, it was highly enjoyable, and yeah, just really looking forward to hanging out with the guys now.
You sound funny.
Yes. And that is Vasilius Raguliolio. Sis. So we're going to eat this breakfast.
Everyone enjoyed the interview yesterday.
Everyone did. I think. Did you enjoy the interview? Vass hopes you enjoyed the interview. As does Will.
Comment below.
They commented in the last video. That was yesterday's video.
Yeah, just DM us.
And we're going to finish breakfast. And then get on to the next session at 8, which is paddle of some sort. Paddle and some yamming, most likely. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, and welcome back to Erg Thoughts with Cam Buchan as we prepare to get on the water here for our next session. And a little bit of rubbing of Vass's head hair. But as you can tell from the title, today's Erg Thoughts is about 2K rowing, 2K racing. So we saw some real pressure going on, real yamming going on in the boat in the first session. And then I remember doing an Erg Thoughts about how I kind of deal with 2K on the Erg. So I thought I would kind of talk about what 2K is like on the water, or how kind of the thoughts going through my head on the water. And this will be kind of similar. What I think I'm going to do as well is a video, or an Erg Thoughts at least, with sort of maybe the drone flying down the course or going down the course talking about markers and things. But today I'm just going to talk about sort of in general what goes through my head during a 2K race. And it's kind of similar to an Erg, but since you're in a boat, or we'll just assume that I'm racing in an 8 for these Erg Thoughts, because that's what I'm really most used to. So the biggest differences of having the 2K Erg versus the 2K row is just sort of the people around you. And that's how I really like to, or what I really like to work with, in my head at least, when I'm in a 2K race. So what I like to do, so in my head, I really sort of yam on it from the start, or that's the plan anyway, really yam on it from the start. And every time you approach that feeling of, oh my goodness, how am I going to continue? You either sort of, well for me, I just really think about the guys behind me and how if they're still going, I'm still going. Maybe I'll let out a little grunt, a little shout for the guys either behind me or in front of me, but let them know I'm there, and hopefully they respond with their own call. But that's a really big thing when it comes to rowing or in a race in a boat with someone else, is you can really feed off the person's energy that is in the boat with you, whether that's in a good way or a bad way. What I really like to think is I exude a positive energy and guys can really feed off that. And whether that's at university, for me it used to be that if I was happy, positive, normally, and then I applied that in a race situation or like previous or pre-race, then the guys that maybe didn't have as much experience thought, well, if Cam's doing that, then it must be like he's pretty relaxed, so therefore I can be pretty relaxed. So I kind of like to take that kind of approach. Not definitely taking everything seriously, but it's kind of just making sure that I'm not letting the event, the pressure, the opportunity slip by just because it's kind of stressful or I'm not quite. So I'm maybe lose focus because I'm thinking of, oh, there's 2 minutes, oh my goodness, we're going to race. But if you really think about, like I've said before, if you take the opportunity, so if you think of the opportunity you have as a really positive one, then you can obviously sort of work harder, enjoy it more, and then have a more positive experience. And like I said, that's why I like to sort of reinforce through my own actions and hope that the lads around me can feed off of that. And that's really what the difference comes down to when you're erging versus on the water, you have guys to feed off of. And I love being in a boat where all the guys are just yamming on it and you're all getting feedback from each other. Like Fraser's pretty good at it. Like if I'm like, yeah boys, let's go, Fraser's going to respond with something of his own mixture, whether it's just a yeah boys, a yep, or a growl, or a bark, or a meow. There'll be something, and then there's like every guy has their own thing, and I'm not encouraging it if that's not what you're into, but it is really helpful when you're racing to let guys know that you've got their back, especially when you're in the pain cave. The only way to survive the pain cave in a 2K race is when you've got backup, and one way to show that the backup is there is to holler at the boys, because in the pain cave you can't see much, and having some backup is really just a positive thing to do, really positive to have in the pain cave. You really appreciate having that support, having that flashlight, as you will, if you will. It can be really important. But I think that'll be it for erg thoughts for today. Kind of nice and simple, really, because I went over quite a bit of what I think about distances and how I split up 2K races in the erg in the previous vlog. So just go ahead and look at that one. I'll put a link in the video up in the corner if you want to think about how I split up the 2K in general, and whether that be odd numbers or sort of getting to the K or getting to the 500 depending on the erg. But that's kind of how I look at a 2K race as well, but I just thought I would make it a bit different by kind of just highlighting the differences between the 2K row and the 2K erg. Let me know if you'd like me to sort of describe a bit more about a 2K row on the water versus a 2K erg, because there are some other differences, but I just wanted to highlight the sort of teamwork aspect and the positive energy aspect that can be so important in an 8, in a 4, in a pair, just any boat that you have someone else with you. But that is it for erg thoughts for today. I'll see you after we've finished this workout. And we've made it into the crew room after a pretty sweet session in the 8. We got to do some starts, we got some sunny weather, some good weather, and now it's time. Oh, I'll take the nitrates. I'll take the beet root, Fraser. Oh, damn. Alright. And now it's time for lunch, because remember, food is fuel. Yeah, buddy. We've got Jack here, the stroke man of the 8. Just got his lunch. And Patrick. How was the session? How was the session, Jack?
It's really good. We were doing some starts. We got up to rate 160, so it was really good. Yeah. Oh, I already got mine, but we can have another.
No.
Did you order one?
Says you. No, I'll have it. But that's grand, I'll have it.
Yeah, alright.
Free dessert.
Free dessert. That's what you get, Leander. Free dessert. All the gains.
All the gains, because you can't stop
fuel.
the gain train, and food is obviously fuel. I'm going to eat this, and I've got a meeting with the strength coach later on, so that'll be interesting. Let's get to it. And we're still in the crew room now. The food has been intaken, because remember, food is fuel. Oh yeah, empty plate. Yeah, buddy. Now we're going to try and get tanks for the boys. We need your guys' help. So we've got white tanks. We're thinking about putting either a yam on it or an aggressive hippo. Kind of like this. Yes? Yes? Baz, can you demonstrate an aggressive hippo? Fraser, can you demonstrate a yam?
Yep.
Jack, would you like to demonstrate an aggressive? Oh! And what do you think, Will? What do you think?
I think we should get a hippo eating a yam.
Oh, a hippo eating a yam. What does that look like? So that's our options. Let us know in the comments below what you think would look good on a white tank top. A yam, a hippo, aggressive hippo, or a combo of the two.
A yam is sweet and safe.
A yam, a yippo.
Hippo. Yeah, hippopotamus.
A ham.
That's what we're
Alright, going to meet with the weights coach to talk about being on that gains train for a Henley Raw Regatta. Let's get to it. And we've made it to Buchan. So this is where the English Institute of Sport is. Excellent facility where we usually do weights on the GB rowing team and a bunch of other sports as well. Get to do their lifting and different things. All the expert coaches are here too. and that's who I'm going to talk to, the weights coach. Let's go talk to him. Probably not film in there. See you after the meeting is done. And that is the weights talk finished with the weights coach. Who is this? Really good chat with Lewis, the weights coach. He knows exactly what he's talking about, and looks like I have a solid plan what I'm doing up from now until Henley weights wise. Going to keep on ploughing on that gains train. Oh yeah buddy, but of course can't be ploughing through too much because we have Marlow Regatta as well as Henley Royal Regatta itself, so can't be too tired from those weights workouts. Need to keep the legs springy for that 8. Okay, now it is time for upper body weights, but I think that'll be it for the rest of the vlog for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, I had the head mount on there, put it on backwards, thought it might be a bit different. Alright, remember, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and have a good one.